I guess it just keeps on giving, huh? So there I was gonna head to bed, man. You see me sitting down, I was playing some Mortal Kombat X, and sometimes I start missing my combos. And that's when I know when I just have to go to sleep. All right, like I can't lock in anymore. And so I was gonna put something on because I like to put some form of entertainment, whether I watch a series, typically rewatch, or watch a YouTube video as I like to go to bed. All right, I hate to go into bed after doing something too stimulating like playing a competitive video game. And so I pop open YouTube, and all I see is this. You are embarrassing from Zome. Please watch the full video. We did watch the entire video. Uh, we're just gonna see what the update is because Saint did make a strong argument that there's some racism going on when it comes to Zome. Now, is Zome racist his damn self, or is he just giving a space for racists to just run rampant in his server? Obviously, he is giving the space for racists to run rampant in the server. That's confirmed. But is he racist his damn self? Well, I'm not sure. And to be honest with you, I'm quite amazed at how we just went from enjoying particular video games and sharing this passion to all of a sudden try to cancel someone's bread and now calling someone out being a racist. Like this escalated very quickly. And I want you guys to remember that the thing we have in common is our love for the anime culture. And through that, these anime based games that happen to be very predatory and are low key slot machines. So I want you to keep that in mind as we proceed, guys. So let's watch this. Just make sure everything is good. Yeah, I think we're set. And yeah, let's see, man. Let's see what kind of development we have. 1.5, yeah, 1.2.5. Sorry, Zone, you're a little too slow for me with my ADHD, man. Sometimes we do like to ramble, though. This is 18 minutes long, so I guess we're gonna have to go through a lot of receipts. All right, here we go.
Let me start this video off by telling you that the amount of mental gymnastics you had to go through to somehow paint me as racist is absolutely embarrassing and it is beyond pathetic.
Oh, that's we're starting off strong, huh? Now you gotta understand Saint Chanchas does have a nice ability that if he decides to paint you as something, he's pretty good at that. I think if I remember correctly, I could be pulling a grandpa, but Saint Chanchas made the argument that if you are allowing racists to run rampant in your Discord server, which basically represents you, by proxy, you're technically racist. I think that's kind of what he was trying to allude to, but I didn't see anything of Zome himself being racist. But it's not a good look for Zome either way. The fact that you allowed that to happen in the first place, it's not a good look for you, buddy. So anyway, let's see what he has to say against that particular argument.
Saint, let me just tell you one thing right off the bat. You might be able to play this game of spreading misinformation.
Wait, we can use Neuvillette and Mavuika in the same team? I did not know we could do that. Wow, Genshin did evolve. You know what? I'm really down for this team. I really like what I see here.
With others, but you will not be able to do that shit with me. Now, this video will be split into two parts. The first part will be in regards to his second video about me, and the second part of this video will be in regards to his first reaction about me, and I will disprove all of the things he said, all his claims about me. I will disprove all of these things, and I will make sure everybody gets to see the full truth. I beg you guys, just please, before you comment, watch the full video. I beg you.
All right, you got it. Hey, you got me. Shit. I know racist is a huge claim. I would love nothing more than for Saint Tonchas to be wrong. I would love nothing more. But so far, considering what we've seen, even if you're not racist yourself, you're being somewhat of a tool that allows those people to be racist. So you're racist by proxy. I hope I'm making some sense. It's like seeing evil happen and you having the ability to stop it and you don't. You kind of evil yourself. You're a lesser evil, but you do fit the term evil. All right, I know. It shouldn't be like that, but it is.
While we're at it, would you mind explaining that meme right there? Isn't that literally a 9/11 meme? I hope you are aware of the fact that the people in this meme, the people that this meme is about, died in a horrific incident. I hope you are aware of that because what you're doing right now is very disrespectful towards all the people who died during 9/11.
Wait, what? What? Where did that come from? I remember seeing it in the Saint Tontas video, but is that like a clip you can play in his stream, or is it the editor? It could be the editor. There's a good chance it's the editor. I seriously doubt Saint Tontas would just have it. I know Saint 99% chance he doesn't edit himself. 99. It could be that 1% chance where he edited that in himself. Who knows? But I don't think so. I think it's just the editor, or it could be a random clip. Could be a inside Saint Tontas community meme. Could be.
But what about that one? How are you gonna explain this?
Up to you. He just gave up. I don't know what this channel is about anymore. I don't even know what this channel is about anymore. Fuck it, I cannot find the other video that he made about me. Yeah, and I'm the one with the ego.
Ooh, you cooked me, Mr. Pokey.
Damn, I cooked Saint Tontas.
It's just gonna lead to this endless cycle of
You are literally mocking Mr. Pokey for his accent and making fun because of the way he talks. And you
That's what we're on, man. First and foremost, you're trying to paint him as the bad guy. I think the first thing you should start off with is why you're not racist. Because just because you're trying, oh, you're racist too, is what you're doing right now, and that's not really why we're here. So I think maybe this is just finally an opportunity for you to start shitting on bro, and you just can't hold yourself. Obviously, I see you don't like foreplay. I can tell you don't like foreplay. All right, you're not off to a good start here, buddy. I'm just saying. But anyway, let me let you. That sounds gay as fuck. Just go ahead.
are claiming that I'm racist
Never
because
mind.
I exposed somebody for using AI in their videos. Yeah, I don't know about this one, buddy. Oh shit, and what about that one? Wait, hold on. Isn't that your server? Aren't those literally? I don't know about this one, buddy. Oh shit, and what about that one?
Are you might be either a mega gooner or a mega yeah. I haven't had a scenario yet where they're all happy since the C5 dungeon are sinking boss F word, which is not fuck, which I assume lowers sanity. Now, for me personally, this F word you see on screen right now refers to very loud and noisy individuals, like in that South Park episode. I would love nothing more for us to change it to mean that, because I do think the term is pretty funny. It's pretty expressive. Like sometimes I'll do it when I call someone that. I never called someone that because I never really needed to. But yeah. Anyway, so I guess he's spinning the argument that he has bad actors in his Discord server too. Sure. Okay. More of you too. All right. Obviously, there's always going to be bad actors, and the same excuse I can give Saint Tontas now, because I know the guy and I know he doesn't promote that, is these are bad actors. You're always going to have those. I had those as small as I am. A lot of people had those. Like they're just there. Like it only takes the one. And here's the difference between you and Saint Tontas is you have some level of notes. I think there's like Discord notes, and in those notes you say, and we quote, you can use the N word if you want. You can run loose. That's you not being a good host to the guests over there.
Wait, hold on. Isn't that your server? Aren't those?
This motherfucker has Dave. All you're missing is the gay and Jewish day debuffs. What the fuck does that mean? Legit, well, I'm bi, so maybe I get half potency on the buff. Just pretend to be gay and have Jewish heritage, and you're nearly guaranteed to be published. What are they talking about? Okay, never
Literally
mind.
people from your server.
I guess maybe he's just trying too hard to find like dirt on the Discord server. I don't know what this means, to be honest.
So we
Maybe I'm
got
too
Ben
innocent.
Tao.
Wait, one player's voice? Damn, I didn't expect that at all. Me too, man. Me too. That was pretty good. No rigging, pure votes. No gay trans shit, pure base W. Yep, 100 clean without any gay judged. So you gotta understand Ben Tao here, due to the fact that he's called Ben Tao with a Hu Tao profile pic, shouldn't be taken at pure face value. I think what little bro here is trying to mean is no woke shit. And I think he speaks for a lot of people when he says that. Yeah, we are tired of try hard woke messaging in video games. And yeah, I think that's what he's trying to say, and a lot of people probably agree with that sentiment. Now, obviously, the way he said it is wrong in many levels, but considering his level of intelligence, you understand what he means, all right? Because you look at the profile pic, you look at the name, yeah, top G, huh? Top G.
Top G over here saying no gay trans shit.
No, it's Ben Tao first. As in retard Tao. Wait, oh Jesus. As a man. Anyway, and Top G.
In your own server. You know, I could take these screenshots out of context and link them to you as a person, but I'm not gonna sit here and gaslight my viewers into thinking you are a bad person because of people who have nothing to do with you.
He never allowed them to. He never said you can do this. But apparently his Discord server definitely needs to be better modded. That's for sure.
You may do that. You can do that with me all you want, but I'm
And
not.
I seriously doubt that Saint Tontas is actively modding his server. I seriously doubt that.
not gonna do the same because I'm actually fair. I'm not gonna twist your words. I'm not gonna sit here and make up lies about you. I'm only showing what's actually going on by being completely fair. And I will not accuse you of things you never did. I don't want to see anybody in the comments saying anything about me without watching the full video, because I will be honest and I will be fully transparent in this video. This will be my last video on this topic because he clearly cannot provide any valid arguments without twisting words, making up things about me, and lying to his own audience. I'm sorry, but I cannot take somebody like him seriously, and I will no longer respond to anything, no matter what.
I know Saint Tontas is a very, very smart individual when it comes to word battles. Like, bro should be a rapper or some shit, because he got quite the skills to roast back. I don't think you can beat Saint Tontas. Like, that's his field of expertise. All right, that's where he's strong. Like, you will not see me in a ring, in a verbal ring with bro. Like, I am out of there. But is he doing it maliciously? I doubt it, because I think he saw bullying like most of us, blood boiled like most of us, and he fired accordingly. So I don't know. Let's see if he is indeed doing it out of he's just making shit up just to fire back at you. Who knows? Let's see. Hey, cook up.
Kind of screenshots without context he pulls up. I don't care. My viewers have a competent brain and they will understand if something is true or not. I'm just glad I have an audience of people who can think for themselves without blindly trusting.
So what are you
his
trying
words.
to refute?
But if you guys want to blindly trust his made-up accusations, feel free to do that. But unlike Saint, I am someone who will always be honest on this channel, and I will always tell you guys the truth without twisting somebody's words. First of all, I never made fun of Glaive for being Indonesian or not being able to speak English well. In fact, I literally said in that video, the part which you did not watch and you skipped on purpose, that I have nothing against Glaive except for him using AI for script writing, because once again, I never knew he was Indonesian at that time.
You have a bone against him. We can tell, bro. Like, stop it. Just stop. I know you maybe don't have it against him for being Indian, because I think most of us did not know he was Indian. I did not know that. And I think I speak for a lot of people when I say we did not know that. And you would not think bro is that. Obviously due to the lack of accents. All right, fine. Shit, what do you want me to say? Man. All right, call me racist too for that shit. But like it's like me. I pass as an American, but I'm Arab, right? I don't have the. I have to tell you that Saint Tontas needs to do the thing and tell you exactly. Wallahi, Saint Tontas, wallah, he should not do what he is doing right now. He should provide the receipts. By Allah, he should. Right, that's what you typically expect, but no, I just I happen to be, I have a little bit of a gift, and me and Glaive Keo kind of land in the same place when it comes to passing as something we're not. So shouts out to Glaive Keo, man, really. The more you know about Guy, the more for me personally, I feel that there's a lot of relating to him, minus our certain preferences, of course. I don't really relate there, you know what I'm saying.
I literally said that I have nothing against him, and you purposely skipped that part to gaslight your audience. He speaks perfect fluent English. How on earth am I supposed to know that he's Indonesian? You are making completely baseless, made up...
Okay, sure. I'm with him there, because I think only the close circle of Glaive Keo have that information.
Accusations of me with zero proof of anything. All you're trying to do is to distract everyone from the actual topic at hand. But I want to talk about the screenshots now, because unlike Saint, I will give you guys a proper explanation without making shit up. Let me explain what's going on here. Yes, there have been certain people in my server saying certain things at that time. I made a mistake there. The rules should have been stricter, and I should have been more careful. However, this...
All right, he does admit it. We're off to a good start.
Was my first Discord server. I was very busy at that time, and I didn't have time to sit there and ban one member after another because they said one word.
Well, that's August. Yeah, that's August. It's not that much of a long time, man. Yeah, it's like, what, 4 months ago? That's not a long time.
Busy at that time, and I didn't have time to sit there and ban one member after another because they said one word. But of course, Saint did not include it in his video because these screenshots are all taken out of context, and he cannot win any argument without making up things and changing the actual reality of the context.
In his defense, chat said so. I think it was just chat saying so. He just trusted chat. It could be chat that caused this. And I think maybe, now just maybe, chat might have something to do with this. Maybe it's time we look at another culprit, which is chat. A lot of you sneaky ass ninjas be on them chats, man. You be just gassing up motherfuckers, putting them in positions they typically aren't like willing to be in, because they take what you give them at face value. But the reality is you're just instigating war and acting in good faith, when in reality all you want is like, I got his ass. Yeah, next episode, you don't even know what you set yourself up for, buddy.
And these are people in my server. They are not me.
Trust
They
me,
are
I
not
should know. That happened to me.
representing me as a person. They have different opinions than me. It is a very simple thing to understand. They are different from me, and I do not represent their opinions, and they do not represent me. Now, as for the N-word screenshot and the pinned comment, which is the most ridiculous attempt of proving that I'm somehow racist,
I think this is a pretty damning piece of evidence, though. You do realize Glaive is Indonesian, is not fluent in English, and has to use the AI translator to get his point, and you're here to make fun of him. The vid has so many racist undertones. Sage paints the narrative that a bunch of people this is the pin of shame, right? But it could be, considering how many replies, I'm pretty sure people are having a conversation over there, as in, does this make it okay or not, is what I would assume. Normal people would behave like, but it could be a bunch of hoyo shills. So let's see if we can see the replies. Maybe let's see.
let me tell you guys the context of this. First of all, how are you going to call me racist when my most viewed video on this channel is literally a video of me calling out racism in the Genshin community? I have experienced racism in my life, and you claiming that I'm racist without any proof is something.
Okay, so I'm assuming he's a minority. Obviously he's not white, is what basically he's just told us.
Something that I will not tolerate
In America, if he lives in America.
and I am deeply hurt by. The server rules were way too strict at the time. People were getting wrongfully banned, and somebody asked me if it's okay if they use the N-word. Since the N-word is being used as a substitute for words like homie or bro in a huge part of the black community and the US, I said it's fine if they use it as long as it's not being used as an insult. The rules of my server literally say that I do not support racism or homophobia or an excessive use of harsh insults or anything like that. But fact is, the N-word is being used as a normal word for a large portion of people in the US and the black community.
The problem is, how do you know if someone is black or not? See, I use the free-to-play version, which is Ninjas, because I picked it up growing up because I watched a lot of African-American content. And so at first I was using the N-word because in the country I was in, no one takes offense to that. And a lot of people use it, by the way. But then I sat down and thought about it, and I was like, why am I sweating so hard having to use this one word? Because I always knew, like, the moment I realized the history behind it, because at first I didn't know the history behind it. And then you realize the history. And then you're like, oh, snap. I don't know if I want to contribute to that. And also, I don't want to piss a bunch of people off that they can get hurt by me just using this word, even if I use it innocently. And even though I was being gassed up by the very people that use it, I just decided, screw it. But I still found myself, it's well ingrained, and especially it's always being pushed. And so I just found the free-to-play version, which is Ninjas. And by the way, black folk use that too. This is how you censor the N-word. This is the free-to-play N-word, uncensored, just completely safe. Ninjas. All right, you can use that. And I think if anybody wanna imply the N-word, it sounds the same, but not as cool. So. And not as harmful, most important.
Gacha Smack, for example, he uses the N-word in some of his videos as well. 6ix9ine, who's not even black, uses the N-word as well, and nobody cares. If you fail to understand that, you simply don't have respect for other people's cultures. It's a normal thing to do for black people in the US, and I acknowledge that, so don't go around trying to spread things about me that are not true when my most viewed video is literally a video of me calling out racism in the Genshin community. You cannot make this shit up. Now,
well, what are the dates? I mean, you might have changed or some shit. I don't know. Here we go. Maybe these are the replies.
the reason why I had these pinned comments is so I could prove to you guys how Saint is manipulating and gaslighting his audience, and I didn't think it would actually work, but it somehow worked, so thank you for that.
Wait, so he got manipulated? Oh shit! We have a Uno reverse card being activated. Oh snap! Okay, let's see.
At saying me pinning a comment is not proof of me being racist, since you have no way of knowing why I even pinned the comment in the first place. If you can prove that I pinned the comment because according to you, I want to make fun of ESL people, which is an absolutely ridiculous claim, prove to me how you are able to be aware of the reasons I pinned it for. If you cannot prove it, it simply means you are making up accusations out of thin air to fool your audience into believing a fictional reality. What I
Wait,
be aware
let me
of fun of
hear that
ESL
again.
in the first place. If you can prove that I pinned the comment because according to you, I want to make fun of ESL people, which is an absolutely ridiculous claim, prove to me how you are able to be aware of the reasons I pinned it for. If you cannot prove it, it simply means you are making up accusations out of thin air to fool your audience into believing a fictional reality. What
Fair enough. I mean, you assumed his intention. True. Then why the fuck doesn't he make videos in his native language? Because that's not his target audience, you fucking dumbass. He literally was streaming on English, but for real, he knows English at least on a decent level. Damn, he's literally no justification reason for using AI to build up an entire community where it's always been giving your own thoughts and opinions on topics at the beginning? What kind of patronizing argument is that? He could have written his script in his native language and translated it. Bam. So yeah, I think people were literally just having a conversation about still the AI use. Like they just are having a conversation about AI use, but not insulting the guy. So I guess there's not much racism there, I guess. And he said, if so, he could simply write it in Indonesian and translate it. If he would do that, it would barely be detected as AI. But the wording would still be weird. Or I guess Glaive Keel would have to change the grammar a little bit, and that would work. But then again, it means work. And like I said in my previous videos about this topic, apparently there's a third. I'm amazed we're making a third one about it. I thought like we were just close it today. I guess simply put, Glaive is just going the lazy way and full-on automation. So I get it. I'm not saying it's okay. Well, I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying it's okay, and I get it because this is the world we live in nowadays, it seems.
What I was trying to say there is that if he used a normal translator for it, it would still be his own original script, and since the phrasing and the word choice would remain exactly the same, the AI score wouldn't be at like 99%, which is why I'm very confident he is in fact letting AI do most of his work. There is a massive difference between translating a fully fleshed out script and letting ChatGPT write the script for you. But I will say this, if he is actually doing a lot of work himself and he's in fact not using AI, which would honestly be a surprise to me, but if it's a fact, if he can't prove that he's not using AI, then I apologize. Then I was wrong, it was my bad, I was judging too quickly, and as for the other—
For fuck's sake, just don't go after the guy in the first place. It's like, why even do this in the first place? If this is how you feel now, it's like, why even do this, man? Why? Like, yeah, we get it. It's like, dude, you're not even...
other pinned comment, there is something called a pin of shame. And I pinned that comment because of how stupid and embarrassing the claim is. 99% of people with a functional brain would understand that.
So it is a pin of shame. All right. So I guess we were correct in assuming as much, but apparently it wasn't to shame for racism.
You just made up a reason in your head as to why I pinned that comment, and you acted like it's a fact. This is—
But the comment is okay. Let me read the comment. You didn't realize Glaive is Indonesian and is not fluent in English, and he has to use AI translator to get his point across, and you're making fun of him for not knowing that much English. The vid has so many racist undertones. Now, on the one hand, we can say that Zome isn't trying to hide the fact that someone is calling him out for racist undertones. That's good. You know, that's point for Zome. And also, I would give him another point where, that's not what Zome was trying to say. Zome is trying to say is the problem is AI and the massive use of AI. Like at this point, like he's not translating or anything. He's just letting AI script everything for him, which is not the case of what the comment is saying. It's like he's saying that he needs to use a translator. He's not using a translator. No, ChatGPT is doing everything from scratch. There's a difference. Sure.
defamation at its finest. Another thing, you claim that I think AI is bad. You keep saying I said AI is bad and I have a problem with AI in general. You keep claiming that. Why don't you show us the exact moment in which I said it? Oh shit, you can't in general. You keep claiming that. Why don't you show us the exact moment in which I said it? Oh shit.
The problem is the spirit of what you're coming as. This is why, like, when you said I use AI too as a tool, like, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, why are you, like, what is this, right? It's confusing because, see, I think what happened to you is what happened to me as well, Zome, is you didn't express yourself well enough for you to be fully understood in what you're trying to say. See, sometimes we mean something, but our words, unfortunately, do not communicate the whole spirit of what you're trying to say, and so people fill in the gaps with some stuff you've never really meant. So you have to be very concise, and because you didn't say it bluntly like that, the spirit of your video equates to AI is bad. It's just AI full bad. That's where the confusion starts. But I now that you're saying it, okay, it makes sense to me. Yes, using scripts for AI that much, like over reliance on AI and allowing AI to just go rampant and do things from scratch is not okay. Cool, we understand. I know we all know it's not something to be encouraged, but god damn it, that's just the way of the world now. Deal with it, bitch. That's where I land, right? I'm not encouraging it, but I understand it still, is what I'm saying. Notice how I just corrected myself right now. I did that for a reason, because of what happened in my first reaction to this, because I failed to mention that, and a lot of people thought like I was giving a thumbs up to AI. I'm just like, I'm neutral as shit, like whatever. And so yeah, I think this is where the confusion starts. I don't blame Saint for thinking that, because I thought that. A lot of people, I'm pretty sure, thought that as well.
You can't, because I never said it. In fact, in the part of the video
The implication was just too strong.
you skipped on purpose during your reaction, I literally said that there's nothing wrong with using AI unless you're letting it do all
Okay, I'm surprised. I would be very shocked that St. John Test skipped those stuff on purpose. Because I know a part of your video was very skippable, where you showed a ton of examples. I was like, dude, what's this bloat? This is so unnecessary. If it was there and he skipped that, I do not blame him. If it's another part, oh, hold on now. It could have been an honest mistake. I'm dying on that hill. I sincerely doubt he would just skip it on purpose.
the hard work for you. And you cannot compare taking down a few notes to writing a full script. You also have no way of proving that I'm racist because I never said
No, well, hold on. If I use a bunch of notes and I don't have like proper English vocabulary and I use AI to give me, all those words and stuff, I think that's fine. I think that's totally fine. Because the main idea, the main points, you've made them. You just need that final touch that you lack due to where your circumstances, where you were born, etc., as you learn in the process. I think that's healthy.
anything about Clive being Indonesian or his English skills. This has nothing to do with him being Indonesian or being bad at English. He could very easily write the scripts without using AI to write it for him by writing it in Indonesian and simply translating it into English. This is completely different from using AI to write the script for you, and you cannot compare these two things. If you fail to understand that, you have zero knowledge about AI and how these detectors work. You completely made it up to trick the stream into hating on me for something that literally does not exist. All I did was expose Clive Kyo for using AI-generated scripts, which is a fact, and you are going out of your way to make up false accusations about me, claiming that I'm racist. You pre-watched the video instead of reacting live to it, which I have proof of. You then skipped some of the most important sections.
Wait, what? A lot of reactors pre-wash. I don't pre-wash because I'm built different. But I know a lot of reactors.
You lied about me, you didn't provide any valid criticism, you didn't have any proof of my evidence being invalid, you ignored all of my points, and instead just resorted to calling me racist, a hoyoshil, and stupid. Alright, so first of all, you're not fooling anyone, buddy. He didn't actually react to the video in real time, he pre-watched it, and there's a good reason for that. At the
It's called being smart. I'll be honest, I had that conversation with the reactors in the past, and a lot of them pre-watch stuff because it allows better navigation and for you to fully take advantage of the very nature of React content. Since you're I can't remember, I think it was Smack who said it. When you're reacting, you have a strong advantage in how you can just dissect because the argument cannot fight back, right? What you just heard and what you're arguing against, the person cannot react to you, back to you, especially live, right? It's not like having a live conversation. It's a very strong advantage when the last word is yours and you just refuted what was just being said. It's a very powerful, powerful thing you can do, which React content provides. Now, when you pre-watched, you can spam and abuse the shit out of this particular advantage that React content have. So it's just being smart. Like you're doing a perfect rotation. So when you pre-watch, you're doing a perfect rotation. Like what I'm doing right now is just when was this posted? I think it was an hour ago. Yeah, it was an hour ago. Like this is me just like I play my gacha games. It's like I just do things. All right, I don't know how the fuck the rotations do. All right, I still play like I play Genshin Impact, man. So I go shorekeeper, I ult, I echo, I E. I think I do charge attacks now because people in my Discord, shouts out to my boys on Discord, they taught me that that's apparently a good thing to do when the Forte circuit is full in shorekeeper. Switch to Iono, do things, ult, then you go underground and I shoot arrows from space, and then I go Augusta. I don't know why I don't get my ult in time. I'm pretty sure I have to do rotations and shit, but I'm learning those, by the way. I'm learning those because Augusta is my favorite character. I just kind of had to do a bit of homework because I like the ult so much. And yeah, that's basically what's up, man. That's not how you play with rig waves, man. You kind of want to do a perfect rotation so that way you always have your ults and everything up. That's how you that's the most efficient way to play the game. I'm not doing that, and this is an analogy in how being a reactor can be optimized, and the more you optimize it, the better off you are.
Start of the stream, we can literally see a big fat red bar on the right side on my video. So he did see a big fat red bar on the right side on my video.
Ooh, but again, YouTube does do that. Like you could have just clicked on it and just left it in the tabs. It might do that. It might do that because YouTube does have. I don't know if they patched it. This was a long time ago though. But I think this is some YouTube stuff. I think YouTube does do that. Last I remember, they could have patched it. I'm not sure.
So he did clearly.
If they did patch it, that's some strong evidence of pre-watch.
Pre-watch it because other.
But again, does this mean that Saint Sanchez is a demon for pre-watching? No, it's just him being smart at his job. Yeah. Shouldn't pre-watch. morally speaking, shouldn't pre-watch because we want the pure, authentic reaction. But if you're the reactor, yeah, you would feel a lot more comfortable going in a reaction live pre-watch. All right, luck favors the prepared.
Otherwise, there's no way he could have possibly defended Glaive. Now, before we go into everything else, let me make something clear. He claims that my baseline take of the video is AI is bad. He says that multiple times throughout the video, claiming that I think AI itself is bad.
And the baseline take
Again, it's the spirit, it's the messaging of your video. All right, it's kind of, it oozes with AI is just bad.
is AI is bad. No questions about
Yeah,
it.
I'm
And that
with
is the
Saint
take
there.
of
Yeah.
the video creator.
Yep.
If you use AI in any context, it's
Yep.
bad.
Saint, if that's the case, would you mind showing us the exact moment in which I said it? Because I never
You
said
already
that, and
said
if you cannot
this. Did I go back? No.
not
What, you already
provide
said this.
evidence of that, it is not true. In fact, in the last part of the video, which he skipped on purpose, I said it's completely fine to use AI as long as it's just for finding information and summarizing complicated things. I never said AI is the problem. What I
Yeah,
said
see, that's where I myself got confused. It's because going to that particular point of the video, I got surprised when you said that because the messaging you're on is AI is bad. Like that's what you're letting on. I know you're not saying it verbatim, but that's what it sounds like. That's what you're implying very strongly. We couldn't assume otherwise. It's like when a girl wants to do your homework. She's very giggly around you. She touches you a lot. She smiles all the damn time. It's like, bro, get a fucking hinge. It's like, get a damn hinge for Ra's sake. Like, man, yeah, there's a strong implication there. She didn't tell you she likes you. She's really implying it now, isn't she?
was that using it to write the full script for you is a problem. So would you mind explaining to us why you're lying about me, lying to your audience, and literally gaslighting the entire
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. I just had to sing that song. All right, I like that. When I hear the term lying, I gotta insert a clip. I like it. All right, sue me.
entire stream into believing something that is not true. Do you realize how disrespectful that is to all the people who are subscribed to you? I sure hope so, because you clearly lied about me on purpose, just like in all the other points you made about me. You also skipped the part in which I exposed Glaive for false information on Wuthering Waves. You skipped the part in which I explain why AI is a problem and when it is a problem. You skipped the part in which I literally explain the method of how I fairly tested all the videos.
I can't remember if he did skip them or not, and if what his intentions in skipping them. I'm not gonna speak on them because I'm not too sure, and there's not much implication. Well, if you're on, okay, so if I'm Team Zome and Zome is like my buddy, yeah, I can see what Zome is trying to say, and I would be like, yeah, that could be a thing. I'd give it a damn 70%. Oh yeah, but since I'm not Team Zome, I'm kind of Team Saint Tontas because I know the guy for a long time now. We're well acquainted, but I'm trying not to be as biased. All right, like you'll notice I'm not being biased at all. I don't know, man. I think it's just it could be. Then again, I would be surprised knowing the guy. I doubt it. I sincerely doubt it. I think bro is just when you stream every day, like I put myself in issues. Like you're streaming every day, you have to go through this massive content nuke. I think the react was an hour. That's probably cut, so we probably spent like an hour or so on that shit. I've been in that position before. You just get tired, man. Like you just want to skip around and shit. I'm pretty sure it's that, or maybe that's just me being biased because I have a little bit of a soft spot for Saint. Maybe I don't know, but like I just try. You'll notice this with me and Glaive, him now or now Saints. Like I try to put myself in other people's shoes to fully understand their perspective and what could have been their train of thought. Right? And for me, as someone who's been in that position, like Saint that does happen. Like you just get tired, skip around a bit.
and a lot more. I'm waiting for an
Could be
explanation.
an
because
unfortunate coincidence, is what I'm saying, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was indeed the
So
case.
far, the only thing you did was lie to all the people who like to watch you. After that, I mentioned that I'm going to explain what made me realize that Glaive's video is AI, and he for some reason interprets that as me providing evidence.
Saying that somebody using the rule of threes in a video script is evidence of them using... Hey, who wrote the Three Musketeers? This motherfucker, Alexandre Dumas, was using AI!
I clearly said at the beginning,
Oh, right. I remember this part. I'll be honest. First and foremost, what the hell is the rules of three? I did not know that was some shit, man. I'll be totally honest. I don't know what the fuck that was, man. All these words and advanced shit, man. What is these? I don't know what this is. But I'm trying to, all right? Shit. I know, because I'll be honest, man. Saint gained a lot of aura when he just be like, this is just the rule of three. I was like, the rule of three? So, what was that, man? I don't know all of a sudden you look cooler than you actually are, man. What the fuck? I'm not saying cool. St. John is not cool at all, but I'm just saying like you all of a sudden gained a lot of aura, man. What the fuck? So yeah, apparently it's like something in script writing or like in writing in general, like it's a rule. And I did notice a lot, like people like to give 3 examples of things, like 3 3 3. Like people use the number 3 for things, and that's a good thing. I like that. Sure, I should start applying that shit too.
That this is only about how I realized it was AI. Well, let me tell you guys exactly what it was about his video that made me realize he's 100% using AI. But he interprets that as me providing evidence. So either he has underdeveloped comprehension skills or he's just trying to gaslight his viewers. He then claims that I don't understand the rule of 3 because according to him, that was the only reason I thought it was AI. And once again, this is not what I said.
No, he said this was the trigger. This is like what got him on his case. This was the thread. Follow the thread.
What I said was that he used the rule of 3 times within 1 minute. My problem is not him using the rule of 3, it's the fact he uses it 3 times within 1 minute. Yes, the rule of 3 is a thing that you're supposed to do when writing, but it's also used in every single ChatGPT script. And since he used it that often, this is what made me realize the video was AI. And
Yeah.
you are trying to make it seem like this is the sole reason why I think the video was AI generated.
I'll be honest, man. I kind of AFK'd in that particular part of St. John Jass's video. I'll be honest. Like, I can't really remember what was what. Like, I was stun locked due to me trying to know what the fuck is the rule of 3. And this shit was around me all this time, and I never really realized what it was. Holy shit. Like, it was like a light that shined through the darkness. As in, the rule of 3. What? Oh my God. Holy shit. This was around me all this time, and I didn't know. Fuck. Yeah, that was me, man. I was stun locked like that, man. I'll be totally honest.
Which is funny because you literally pre-watched the video.
I can't remember
So at
this
that
well,
point,
so I
you
can't comment too much on it. So I'm not going to comment too much on
already
it.
knew I was going to show actual evidence and elaborate, and instead of providing counter arguments or any valid criticism, you're just putting words in my mouth I never actually said. Before I address the next point, he thinks I'm a Hoyo shill.
Yeah, no,
There's a good chance you are, man. I'm just saying.
he's just literally a Hoyo shill.
Which is kind of a ridiculous thing to say when I literally criticized the games countless of times. I have countless videos criticizing and mocking the game for how bad it is. I've also been playing WoA since release. I enjoy both games, and this has nothing to do with the topic of this video.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. So you're on that Genshin hustle. All right, respect. You just found some aura right now. If that's what you're doing, you saw the glitch, you're taking advantage of it. If that's what you're on, you got my seal of approval, man.
Stop trying to make it a thing that's about Hoyo versus Kuro, because it's not about that.
The claims being made over here is that every single video, right?
Yes, thank you. Yes, that's something that annoyed the hell out of me. It's like, so you have to be very careful because you said all. I knew going into your video that was not going to be the case because I know in his old videos there was no shot it was complete AI. There was no way. I knew your all in the title was wrong. I knew it, but gotta be careful the words you use, man.
Every single one is AI generated.
Another thing I want to mention is that we don't know 100% for sure if he's using AI in all his videos, but he is certainly using it.
No, that's a contradiction. Nice try. I remember this. That's a contradiction because earlier in the video you said he uses it in 100% of his videos. I remember that shit.
In a lot of them.
Equating the usage of the rule of 3s in a video script to using AI is not a real premise.
Buddy, this first example is an introduction to the point I was going to explain later on, not actual
W for using Augusta
part of the
gameplay, by
evidence.
way.
And I made that very clear. If you fail to comprehend something as basic and simple as this, the problem is not me because I made sure to use the right words.
We just proven that no, you don't. You're not as perfect as you think. And I think your first step here, Zome, is to maybe look within and also realize that you're not perfect. You make mistakes too. Stop. I hate this. I feel like we have a certain level of culture that I'm starting to notice where like any type of mishap and people try to be too clean and perfect because any detail where you fail, you're going to be criticized and it can be used as a point to invalidate you. I'll be real, man. We need to bring back fist fighting because that's some lawyer shit because it's like we're not in court, boys. Like you're just over here talking about video games, man, and all of a sudden we're talking racism, we're talking just sloppyism. I guess I'm gonna call it sloppyism. Like we're talking about all this. It's like, dude, relax. Or my version of this would be fight it out. Fight it out. St. Tontas be like, I'll wait for you outside, bitch. And you'd be like, all right, bet. You just pull up and you hash it out like real guys. And after that, we go out for drinks and shit, and everybody's happy. You guys will become the best of friends. Yeah, we should bring back fist fighting, man. I think the internet has created a certain culture that I, for one, look at now and go, ugh, I guess now I have to be too careful about my wordings and shit. Oh boy, here we go. That's what happened to me the other day, man. Well, actually, I failed to fully express myself, which is, again, as a certain detriment. They're gonna dislike bomb your ass because they assumed, and how can they not assume that this is what you meant? The same shit that you did, Zome, happened to me as well. So you gotta be very careful now, due to this culture of what you say matter a lot now, man. It does, especially in a place where people can just smack you in the face. Or more dangerously, reply to you directly. Go, whoa, whoa, what are you trying to say with this? That's what I'm trying to say. Ah, okay. So because I thought like this is what you meant. No, 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 no. Okay, they can't do that. So like they can only take what you're saying and what you're writing at face value. So yeah, they're just not gonna. They're gonna dissect your shit.
Problem is you for having underdeveloped comprehension skills.
I don't get the point.
I don't know why he keeps trying to put the others down. You don't even, that it doesn't even fit you, man. Yeah, I don't think that plays into your character, man. I think you're just a good, sweet guy. You remind me of myself, actually, when it comes to this particular point. Just don't. If you're not, you're not. Notice that I'm not really insulting you. I'm still trying to give advice and be as helpful as I can to all parties involved, because that's what I am. That's what I do. All right, and I think you're probably in a similar boat as I am. So just assume yourself, man. Assume-toi, frérot.
That's being made here.
Yeah, you know why that is? Because you literally misunderstood and rephrased every single one of my arguments 2 minutes into the video. Instead of trying to understand
Damn,
my reasoning,
right off
you
the
just
bat.
resort to calling me slurs and rephrasing my statements to the point where they don't make sense anymore. Every single one of your arguments can very simply be debunked by just watching the full video, which you didn't even do because you knew exactly that it would make your entire reaction invalid. Another thing, take a look at this.
I don't think Zome is taking enough accountability for how Saint or myself are gonna misunderstand some of the points you made when there's clear contradictions. Yeah, like you said all his videos at some point, and then some of his old videos are not, etc., etc. Yeah, because here's the thing: that would be fine if it wasn't for you trying to come after someone else that ultimately is innocent. All right, like he didn't harm anybody, and he's not taking anything from anybody. All right, he's just out there doing their thing. He's exploiting a glitch. It is what it is, man. Just let the buddy do his thing. All right, you just like, no, fuck that. If I can't do it, you can't do it either. And your video looked like a strong piece of virtue signaling, hate piece or hit piece. I still didn't get the correction. Shit. Yeah, that's basically how it came off as. But yeah, I get what you were trying to do, morally speaking, but the attitude, the messaging, kind of went against that particular spirit of yours, unfortunately.
You guys can see all of their scripts were not being detected as AI. Not a single one had even 1% AI in it.
Not a single one even had 1% AI in it. Okay. You can literally see right here, this one says 4%. Like, you can literally see right here, this one says 4%.
Yeah, see, again, wording. You say all, debunked. Because you used all. Use most. I like most, or in some. Those are becoming my favorite words. Most and some is generalizing is that hard when you say everything. And yes, no, it's good to say the majority and the minority. Like the majority speaking, it's this, not all. All is a strong and powerful word, and people take it at face value because it eases navigating a topic. Oh, you're telling me it's black or white? Okay, sign me up. Gray. Ah, shit. So which shade of gray is it? And why is it that shade of gray? Ah, fuck. It just got complicated. I don't know if I'm as interested because I have to use brain power or something that I'm not going to say.
We just saw
But I
one
think a
that
lot
had
of people know what I
4%
was going to
mixed.
say.
Yeah, it says 4% mixed, not 4% AI. Activate your brain cells, dude. Is he even listening to what I'm saying? I said not a single one had 1% AI.
Not a single one had 1% AI. Okay.
And this one says mixed. You are twisting my words.
We're in court. We're in courts. Lawyers are going at it. We're literally in courts and lawyers are going at it, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Yeah, I want you again to remember we're supposed to just be passionate about these anime-based video games, man. Like we're in technically, no insult, no shot, but I think to other people in this planet, because of the mainstream, we are technically in loser land. Remember that. We're all in loser land. Instead of us bumping each other up and, help each other grow and everything, like being a strong, united community that helps each other out. You know what I mean? Solidarity. Right on. Army strong. Yeah, we're in court, it seems. shit.
because you cannot win any argument without manipulating and gaslighting your audience.
So, to wrap up this intro segment,
In this moment, he even acknowledges that it was an intro, and instead of correcting his previous claims, which were based on his assumption I was already providing evidence, he just keeps talking about the rule of three, which was purely an introduction into the video and not actual evidence. And once again,
Saint does like to do that. Like if he finds Saint is like a shark. The moment he smells blood and just bites on it, man, he's gonna take his time. He gotta take a leg. He gotta take a leg with it. Yeah, Saint does do that. Like if man, does not let go if he finds something. And you know when people do that typically? When you piss them off. And you did do that when you went after Glaive Keo when he did nothing to you. I was pissed off too. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I didn't show it that hard, and maybe Saint didn't show it that hard. But I'm not gonna lie. It did look like you're low key bullying the guy. And I don't know if you've heard, but people don't like bullies, and I think that includes Saint as well.
Pre-watched the video, which means the only reason why he even did all that was to gaslight the entire stream into making me look like I'm the bad guy. Next point, he claims I didn't show
Considering what I've seen and what I've seen from your video as well, and the spirit, well, not the spirit, the messaging of it all, you did look like a bad guy to me, man. You did. I guess maybe we jumped the gun a little too hard. Maybe we went a little too hard on you, but then again, it's kind of deserved considering what you were pushing there. In terms of Glaive Keo, not necessarily discouraging to people to use AI fully, of course. I'm with you there, but you gotta admit also that you have a lot of fault to why you're getting this type of response from the community, and Saint included.
The exact videos I tested from the other content creators. He says that
we don't even know which videos these are and who they're from. It's just like you might have actually done 30.
even 1% AI in it. And then when I actually show exactly which videos I tested 2 seconds later, he doesn't say anything, and instead of correcting his previous statement, he says nothing. Once again, he pre-watched the video, which means he just lied about me. He also put
I think it's just him letting you make your argument like a good reactor would. But again, like you would think that because, well, you know.
my own script into the AI detector, and because it was detected as 5%
Because you're the one under attack, so it's like, why wouldn't you listen to that? You know what I mean? It's a common reflex.
5% human, he starts shifting the blame to the detector for not being reliable enough. Do you not realize how ridiculous that is? If the detector was actually that unreliable, then why is every single one of Glaive's videos being detected with such a high score, and all the other videos I showed are not being detected at all, or like 5% at most? If this detector was actually that unreliable, there would not be such a big difference. I used the most reliable AI detector in the world for a reason. And as for the last point, why is there proper punctuation in the scripts I copied?
I'll be honest, like I'm not too familiar with AI detectors, so like I just took his word at face value. Like I just thought he said so, I was like, okay, trust. But I did hear some things about these are not too reliable. But considering the data I got when I tried it after in his video, you can see it in my first video about this topic. It looks accurate enough.
The AI detector. Well, first of all, I used this exact method for all the videos I tested, so this doesn't actually disprove anything. The reason I did this was because there's grammatical mistakes caused by the YouTube transcript, and in order to get a proper, fair score, I made sure all the videos have proper punctuation, including the ones that were detected as human. So this doesn't disprove anything, and it doesn't change any of the facts I mentioned in the video. Let me know what you guys think about this down below in the comments, and as always, I wish everyone a nice and wonderful day.
I appreciate it. I would personally say that there's clear lack of accountability from you because obviously some of the sentiment the community has is of your own doing, and your lack of I wouldn't call it a lack. Again, like, see, I'm working hard on my English, all these words and stuff. Obviously, the lack of communication. There was obviously some omission when it comes to your overall message, which unfortunately came out not the way you obviously wanted it to be, or as you're letting on, or maybe just you backtracking. It could be that too. Like, I'm just thinking the best. All right, I'm just thinking the best. But I would seriously doubt that Saint Tonchas is maliciously skipping shit just to make an argument, to just shit on you like that, because I don't even think he needs to. I didn't need to do that, and I still think like what you just did there, like, it can easily be looked at and go, dude, get bitches or some shit. Like, come on. I don't think Saint needs to resort to that to cook you. All right, especially Saint. Like, that's Saint's real field of expertise. Like, he ain't to be fucked with over that particular playing field. So I would say, all in all, I would say that there's a huge lack of accountability when it comes to the current situation and how it is. All right. Like some of it and most of it, I would say, is your own doing. All right. Let's call a spade a spade. Maybe you try to mean one thing, but it came out as another. It came out as it is, as what we've seen, of course. Or it's just, this could just be you backtracking, because I'm trying to believe you and that you're really trying to mean well. It's just a war against AI. But considering your lack of apology to Glaive or anything and stuff like that, like, it's just you trying to fire back at Saint, which tells me there's a lot of gassing up. There's a lot of fire against these individuals, whether it's Glaive or Saint, is my sentiment. Is the sentiment this oozes, considering, again, how you went about your approach when it comes to this particular topic, your lack of accountability due to considering the results you got are not what you wanted. You didn't take any accountability at all for what you got, and it tells me that you are not 100% what you're letting on in this particular video, and you could be right. Maybe he did skip it on purpose. Pre-watching, like I said before, is just being a smart reactor, gives you a strong advantage. Shit, I should start doing that shit too. I'll be real. I'll be real, man. I do it too authentic, but yeah, I just don't give a fuck. But maybe I should, man. Maybe I should start giving that much of a fuck. And so anyway, yeah, think all in all, I'm gonna give you a 30% good guy, 70% hating ass bitch. I'm sorry, it's just as a clear lack of things. And I would say, for the love of God, all y'all get in a call, do like a gacha cast or some shit like we used to do back in my day. People would get in a call and solve it on stream and shit. That's what we people used to do. You guys could just do that. Have a one-on-one or two-on-one conversation. Lay it all out, air it out, clear it out, and hug it out in the end, and let bygones be bygones and keep it moving. Because I think as a community, we should be more unified and we should have more solidarity towards each other, rather than all of a sudden we're in court like this is an episode of Suits. Like, come on, guys. Or maybe I'm just being an unk here. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, and be seeing ya.